I wanted to come and talk to you and tell you about what you might expect from the tarot. I already made one video and gave you a couple of hints. I thought I'd just tell you a little bit more. And I was telling you last time, what is the tarot really going to do for me? It's a fortune telling device. Well, and that's the cheap version, and I don't want to do the cheap version. What this really is, and where it really becomes useful in our spiritual path, is that it is a map. The tarot, all the pictures of on the tarot can be considered a map of the subconscious, And so I pulled out a map of mine, one of the old maps that you had to open and fold up, and this is a map of Paris. Now you can't see it all, but you can think of the tarot as a map, and what it will show you, what it will help you do, is where you are and what direction you're going. It won't tell you, well, you're going to end up at the Arc de Triomphe or the Eiffel Tower. It'll just say you're going in this direction. And then it's up to you to determine, do you like that direction or not? So it's not really going to tell you the future per se. And why won't it tell you the future? It can't tell you the future. And the reason why is because a lot of people don't understand that the future is not one thing. The future is elastic. There's many, many ways that the future can play itself out. It's the future you can think of as a field of possibilities. And so what determines which possibility you'll move into of all these many, many things? Your thoughts and feelings. Your thoughts and feelings will determine which potential future you'll move into. And the tarot will give you an indication of where you are in those thoughts and feelings. And thoughts and feelings get down into the subconscious. So it's like having a map. Here's my map. Having your own personal map. So that's really what you can expect from that. To me, that is what the gold of the tarot is. So I don't want to make this too long, but I wanted to tell you that there's a lot of fun cards. I mean, they're all fun, but some are more famous than others. For example, I pulled out some really famous cards, like this one here. You probably can't see it very well. This is the Death card. This is the one they show in the movies all the time, where when the Swami reader pulls out the Death card, you hear the thunder in the background and the horses when he go, ah! But the thing about it is that a lot of these meanings are esoteric. And it does not mean a physical death. It truly does not mean a physical death. It means something different. And I will give you a hint. I won't explain the card and take all the time, but basically what you're talking about is a surrender. A surrender. Like, if those of you who do yoga, it's a yoga type of surrender. So that's enough said about that. Another famous card, the devil. Oh my God, things of the devil, how horrible. Again, it is not meaning you're going to hell. That is just not what it means. It has to do with the obsessions and that you create for yourself. And I'll give you the punchline, even if you don't take the class. The thing that the fire and brimstone priests and so on don't tell you about hell is that you may be going to hell, maybe, but you can leave anytime you want. But do you really want to leave hell? You're having too much fun. And that's what hell's about, the obsessions. Anyway, enough of that. Last card I'll play with you with, the Hanged Man. You think, oh my God, I'm going to get hanged. No, it's not what it means. There's an esoteric meaning to it. As you can see in this picture, the young man is hanging upside down. Yes, he is. But it's not like he's being punished. As a matter of fact, he's got a halo around him, and it's more like a yogic pose. Perhaps he's seeking enlightenment. So there's a different, and he's getting a different perspective. So you can see that and then that's only three of the famous cards. All these cards have different meanings. There's the Judgment card, which does not mean judgment like you're thinking of it in the Christian tradition. Anyway, all these cards have esoteric meanings to them, and I will explain and tell you stories around it. And as I said in my last video, the most important thing about accessing this information through the system of tarot is that the story. So that's a lot what we're going to do in class. We'll talk about the cards. We'll refine your map reading so you know what things mean. The little circle means this, and the line means that, and the blue means the other thing. And then after that, what you'll do is simply tell story. You will tell each other our stories. And that's the fun, the joy, and the gift of the tarot. So I'll look forward to seeing you in class on January 11th. Namaste.